Hi children, welcome to our class. Last classes, few classes we were seeing that different model of the atom proposed by different scientists there, and from among the different structure of the atom, that most good and proposed followed structure of the atom model is Bohr model, which we follow even now. Okay. Now we got an idea about the structure of the atom. Atom has a nucleus, positively charged nucleus. Inside the nucleus, mass is concentrated there, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus through discrete orbits. Now, how all these different elements how do these electrons are arranged there in these discrete shells or discrete energy levels. So, how these electrons are distributed there in various shells, that we can study now. How do these electrons are distributed there in different energy level? Is there any particular rule to follow, or there is a fixed number of electrons for a particular shell, like so any rules are there that we can see. We are moving to our topic, distribution of electrons. Okay, that distribution of electrons in different shells is known as electronic configuration. Electronic configuration is the distribution of electrons in different shells. Distribution of electrons in different shell is known as electronic configuration. So, how do these electrons are distributed there in different shells? For that, certain rules are there. According to that rules, we have to fill the electron. First, we can see maximum number of electrons present in a shell is, in a shell, the maximum number of electrons present is 2n square. That is the maximum capacity for a shell. And for K shell, we have seen K, L, M and like so, the shells are named there, isn't it? So, at that time for K shell, n is equal to 1. For L shell, n is equal to 2, and M shell, n is equal to 3, and for N shell, n is equal to 4. So, for the K shell, how many electron it can hold? That is 2 into 1 square, that is equal to 2 electron can be seen there in the K shell, or K shell can hold maximum of 2 electron, minimum of 1 electron or no electron. If no electron there, that cannot be an atom, right? Positive charge is there, then negative is also there. So, minimum is 1 there and maximum is 2 for K shell. And for the second shell, L shell, what is the capacity? 2n square, 2 into 2 square, that is equal to 8. 2 into 2 square, that is equal to 8. For M shell, it is equal to 2 into 3 square, that is equal to 18. And for N shell, it is equal to 2 into 4 square, that is equal to 4 into 4. 4 square is 16. 16 into 2, that is equal to 32. So, for the order for the maximum capacity of electrons in K shell, L shell and M shell is 2, 8, 18, 32. That is the maximum number of electrons which can hold by that particular energy level. Okay, as per this only the electron filling will be taking place. And the second rule says that shells, the electrons in the different shells are filling up of the electrons in different shells is according to the increasing energy level. That means we have seen that first level K shell is lower in energy, then L shell, then M shell and then N shell, right? So, K shell will be filled first, and after that the remaining electron will be moving to L shell, then the remaining electron will be moving to N shell, and if further electrons are there, that will be moving to N shell. So, one by one only the electron will be filled up, and first electrons will be filled up there in K shell, only completing that capacity of K shell, that is 2 electron. That time the third electron only will be going into the L shell, and after 8th electron, that 9th electron will be going into the M shell, like so. That electron filling will be taking place in that stepwise manner. Okay, and the last rule says that if a particular shell is the outermost shell, suppose for a particular atom 2 shells are there, K and L. So, L shell will be the last shell. The last shell is also known as outermost shell. So, that shell, outermost shell, that maximum capacity for the outermost shell is 8. If a particular shell is outer shell, then suppose M has maximum capacity 32, but if M is coming as the outer shell for a particular atom, then at that time it will contain only 8 electrons. If it is M is considered as the outer shell, then the other electrons will be 8 only. So, based on these 3 rules, electrons are distributed there in different energy level. Maximum capacity for a shell to hold electron is 2n square, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 k lmn, like so. Okay, so 2, 8, 18, 32 will be the maximum capacity for k lmn shells. And filling of electrons will be taking place in stepwise manner. Lower energy levels will be filled first, and then electron will move to higher energy levels. Again further will be moving to again higher energy level, like so. Electrons will be distributed. And then if a particular level is the outermost shell, then that shell can hold only 8 electrons there. So, based on these rules, electron filling is happening there in the atom. We can see that one by one we can see the electronic configuration for different elements. First we can take the atom hydrogen. The hydrogen only 1 electron is there. So, that 1 electron will be going to that K shell. So, K shell will contain that 1 electron, and we can draw the model of the atom also. This is the nucleus, and this is only the one shell, which is the K shell, and we can show the electron. Okay, so this is the structure of the atom for hydrogen. K shell is the, you have to note the shell, the K shell, and this is the nucleus. Okay, then for next element we can take helium. Helium, it is 2. Okay, so we can say that 2 electrons are there. This is the nucleus, and that 2 electrons will be going into the 2 electrons are going into the same shell, that is K shell can have the capacity to hold maximum of 2 electrons. So, both the electrons will be there in that K shell. Okay. Then if we are considering another atom, that is oxygen, we can consider oxygen. So, at that time we can see that oxygen has 8 electrons there. Okay, oxygen has 8 electrons there, and at that time we can see the electronic configuration as K shell contain 2 electrons, and L shell will contain 2. After from the 8, 2 is here, then the remaining 6 will come here. So, the electronic configuration for oxygen is 2, 6 and nucleus is there at the center of the atom, and there we can see K shell, and the second shell also we can draw the L shell. So, K and here it is L, and 2 electrons are there in the K shell and the remaining 6 electron will be there in the L shell. If it is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, we can arrange the electrons in an orderly way to draw the structure of the atom. Okay, like so we can draw any structure of any element showing the electronic configuration. If you know the electronic configuration, by distribution of electron we can show there in the inside the atom. And if it is sodium, sodium has 11 electrons there. So, at that time electronic configuration will be K shell will contain 2 electron, L shell will contain 8 electron and M shell will contain 2, 8. So, total 10. The remaining 1 is there, that will go into the M shell. So, again if you are drawing the structure of the atom, initially we can draw the nucleus there, then K shell and L shell, and one more shell we have to draw there, that is M shell. So, in all the shell we can show the electrons there. This is L shell and this one is K shell. Okay, so we can show the electron, 2 electron here and 8 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and one more electron there in this M shell. So, total of 2, 8, 1, 11 electrons we can show like this. That electronic configuration for different elements are given there in your notebook, and the structure of the atom is also given there. Go through it, make practice it for drawing and writing the electronic configuration of different elements there. Hope you understood this much. Thank you.